I was so excited to go see this film. So I go in. I remember it being one of the only times, or maybe one of the first times, that we actually got popcorn and soda at like in
Nice.
there instead of sneaking it in. So we got the big bucket of popcorn just slathered in butter and a giant Coke. Sat down, started watching this movie, and the movie opens with a scene at a library where this librarian is pushing around books, putting books away in the basement, and it's kind of creepy. And as she's walking through, books are floating on shelves behind her. The card catalog opens and starts shooting cards up into the air, and she freaks out and starts running. And she runs into something that is just a light and wind, and she screams, and it's opening credits. And my little like kindergarten brain was blown. Like, this is kind of scary. I'd never seen something that was like really scary before, and
Mhm.
it was really scary to me. And then there's the scene where the Ghostbusters meet at the library, and they walk into the basement, and they see the ghost floating there in the stacks reading a book. And they're like, "What are we gonna do? I think one of us should try to talk to it." And so they step out into the hall, and Pete tries to talk to him. Peter Venkman, played by Bill Murray. It doesn't work. So then they go back around the corner and they reconvene, and Egon's tapping on his calculator, and Venkman's like, "Stop it!" And Ray goes, "Hey, I got an idea. All right, everybody, stay close." And they all like walk up towards her, and his idea is just to say, "Ready? Get her!" And they lunge towards her. And at that moment, this sweet old lady ghost turns to the camera and screams. Actually, I think it goes, "Rah!" And her face peels off, and you see her skeleton underneath. And that was the first time I ever experienced a jump scare in a movie theater.
Nice.
It made my heart skip like 30 beats. I thought I was like something was wrong with me. I was like, "Oh my god." And that was the first time I ever experienced a jump scare. And after thinking about it, after having seen that movie, I loved it. Like, I loved the fact that there was a jump scare, and it like caused a physical reaction in my body. So that I think the reason that I'm obsessed with that movie is because of that moment when I first saw the film, was the fact that it was the very first jump scare I ever had in my life. And I remember next to nothing about the rest of the screening. All I can remember is that it was the first time I had a jump scare, and I still can feel that feeling of my heart stopping and starting again whenever I had that first jump scare.